Hello and welcome to Texas Trade Days LLC Vendor Learning Series video. Today we're going to go over how to add a shop to your Facebook business page. So when you go to your Facebook business page, you'll see your white bar as well as the blue bar. And the white bar, you'll go over to settings, and we're going to go back over to templates and tabs. And then we're going to come down here to add a tab. And then we'll add the shop tab. You should now see the shop tab in the list of tabs currently on your page. We'll go back over to the main side of the page and double check that it does show, and it does. We'll click on shop. So it's going to ask you to set up your shop. It's a place where you can showcase your products. Once you add inventory, you'll be able to group your products by theme to make them easier to shop at a glance. Then it says here, make it easy to buy from you. Your customers can browse your products and check out right on Facebook, then easily track the purchase they make. And then you'll be paid. Your sales will be sent to your preferred bank account, and your payment info is stored securely. We'll also say that once you set up your shop, you can also sync it with some of the major e-commerce sites. WooCommerce is one that I've used, and you can sync up directly between WooCommerce and your Facebook shop. That's advanced features. You'll probably need to go a little bit more in depth than what we'll go into here on Facebook for the shop section, and you'll probably have to go into your settings of your e-commerce site to also connect it to your Facebook business page and sync your inventory from there. Let's click Get Started. Make sure that the country and region is correct. Put in your street address, your state, then it's going to ask you for your tax registration number. It says add your state tax registration number for every state where you have a business presence. This might be a home office, a corporate office, a factory, and so on. So what this is going to be your sales and use tax permit number. So if you have a sales and use tax permit from the Texas Controller's Office, you'll put that number on your permit in this field right here. We're going to skip for now. Then we select a business category. Again, it's going to provide you with a drop-down menu. You can also search, or you can scroll through it. You have to choose from the drop-down menu. If you can't find your business category in the list by scrolling through, you can always type in just a few letters or a few words to find what you're looking for. You put in your business type. If you're a corporation with a formation certificate and everything on the Texas Secretary of State's website, you'll select corporation. If you've got a nonprofit certificate through the state of Texas and the IRS, you can select nonprofit. If you're a partnership and on file with the Secretary of State, you can select partnership. If you don't have anything, select individual. Or if you just have a DBA or an assumed name certificate, either with the local county clerk or with the Secretary of State, that's all you have, select sole proprietorship. Since none of these here are for an LLC, I'm going to go ahead and select corporation. It's the closest there is to a limited liability company. The IRS, you can elect to choose to be treated tax-wise as a corporation when you're an LLC. It's also going to ask for your employer identification number. Of course, if you're a corporation, a partnership, an LLC, or any incorporation, you're probably going to have an employer identification number. That's the number you use to submit your IRS taxes every year, instead of using your Social Security number if you're filing under the business entity. For the purposes of this video, I'm going to skip over that. We're going to come down here and we'll put the business representative information. So we're going to type in your name, okay, I'm going to pause the video, and then once I submit the confidential information, I'll pick back up on the next screen. All right, we're on the next screen. This is step 5 of 6. This is where you'll enter in your bank account information. If you have any questions, click the Learn More link. Once you've submitted your bank account information, you'll be taken to the last step of the process to set your preferences. This is where you'll set your shipping options, your return policy, your customer service contact. Down below, it also says you'll be charged a selling fee of 5% per transaction. If a transaction's $8 or less, you'll be charged a flat fee of 40 cents. If you have any questions about their merchant terms, come down here, hover over merchant terms, and you can click on that link before you click finish, because it says by clicking finish you agree to those merchant terms. You'll also want to review Facebook's customer service policy before accepting. To use their shop feature of their business pages, you can choose the number of days for your return policy. You can click on Create Custom if you'd like, and type in the days here. Click on Add to set the standard shipping rates. If you offer expedited shipping, click on Add to update the expedited shipping rates. And if you offer rush shipping, you can click on Add and complete the form here. So you see, you have to have something selected for the shipping options before you can continue. Click Finish. Let's hop over to the main Texas Trade Days page. Since the other page is so new, there's a few things that kind of got hung up when I was going through the setup process for the Facebook shop on the business page. So I have one set up already on the main Texas Trade Days LLC page. I've had it disabled because I'm in the middle of revamping our souvenir products. As you see, I just have one product available, which is our Texas Trade Days branded decals. And so let me just go through a little bit about the features here. You saw the setup process. Once you get through step 6 of 6, then you'll be able to go on and add your inventory and set up any integrations between your e-commerce site and your Facebook business page shop. So let me show you a little bit real quick about what I'm talking about there. I have my WooCommerce settings pulled up. So this here, it's under the integrations tab. This is WooCommerce. This is just kind of give you an idea of what I'm talking about. And this is where you would go to integrate with Facebook. Other e-commerce websites will be a little different. Some are more complex, some are more simple. WooCommerce isn't already integrated with the website, so that's why I use it. So what you could do here is you can go to Show Advanced Settings, see all of that there. You can add features, and this also helps with ad setup for your products. That's where you connect your Facebook shop with your e-commerce site through WooCommerce. Then I can add a messenger chat on the website as well. But since I already have a chat with another provider, then I'm just going to use that one. So I'm not going to connect this messenger chat to get all the website messages to Facebook. But if you don't have a chat bubble on your website and you want to add one, you can click this or whatever you may see on your end for your e-commerce site and Facebook to get it connected that way. If you need help, don't hesitate to go to the help sections of your e-commerce website and Facebook about connecting your shop with your e-commerce website and messenger chat. You go to advanced options. When you set up an ads account, it's going to be linked to your personal Facebook account, and you will be assigned a pixel. And once this name, you will see it's the Gypsy Rose Market, but once this name is set, you cannot reset it. It stays that way permanently. So, but don't worry, it all will connect up with your page and everything. It's all tied to you personally and not directly tied to the page, though you can integrate the page with your ad account on Facebook. That's another video. Don't get bogged down in it right now. I'm just showing you. Then, of course, if you have any issues, you can always disable or remove Facebook from your e-commerce website and then reconnect it too. That's a great troubleshooting tip. Of course, it'll give you the option to import your products to Facebook from your e-commerce site, your Facebook pixel. You see where it says add account and gives you a number? That's the number your personal Facebook account is assigned. Though this is the name you give it, you can't change it. And then you can choose your Facebook page. Then you can create the ad, but you won't need to do that, not at this time. This Learn More button will take you over to another page to help you learn more about it. It gives you warnings here if there's any issues. Every site's issued an API key that's for developers. It's an integration number for two websites to talk to each other. It's much like drivers when it comes to like your mouse, your computer mouse, and your computer. So the API key acts much like the mouse of the driver of the mouse. So it basically teaches the computer the language of that website, or the website to website. They will start talking the same language so that they will interact with each other. So sometimes they get broken and they'll need to be refreshed, which is what I've done here. So I'm going to go ahead and refresh the screen, and you'll see now that it's connected, everything's syncing, everything is good. There's a sync products, and WooCommerce automatically syncs products, and your other e-commerce websites should do the same thing too, if they have that feature available, which most of them do if they integrate with Facebook, and that way they more than likely will have automatic syncing, or you can manually sync them too. Sometimes that option is there. All right, we're going to go back over to Facebook. All right, we're back over to Facebook now. We're still in the shop section, and so you see the inventory of the products here. So you can click on this, and it'll take you to the product description and the photos. It tells you the price, it has the product title, and then it will let you click on checkout on website, and then it'll take you over to the website, since I have it integrated with WooCommerce and our website. So and then your customers will check out through your website instead of on Facebook. If you have it set up that way, you can set your shipping, you can set your taxes and things like that too. You can also like and comment. You can share this product page, and you can also save it in your save folder on Facebook. Your customers can subscribe to your shop, so they'll get notifications each time you add a new product to your shop. You can share your shop, and then there's more settings here. Go to Manage Shop, Settings, and then if you want to disable your shop or hide it for the time being while you're working on it, you can just click on Hide Shop. Let's go check out Settings. So platform shop settings, it's a toggle here. It says use checkout URLs. You just turn it on and off. Click on Manage Shop. You can add a collection, type in a collection name, set the visibility to public so everybody can see it, or if you're not finished with your collection and adding all of your products to a collection, you can just click Unpublish, so it won't be public until you're ready to save it as public when you're done. You can also feature this collection on the main page of your shop on Facebook. And of course, you hover over the information icon. It says a featured collection cannot be hidden. Add products. If you have a whole list of products, you can type in the search bar up here to find the products you're looking for. Click Add, and your products will show here. If you need to do some bulk editing, you can click the top checkbox, and it will highlight all of the checkboxes on the screen. Then actions will be available, and then you can click Delete from Collection, or you can individually select each product's checkbox. Since I only have one, when I select the single one, it will also select the check all checkbox. If for some reason this actions button does not highlight like it is now, where it becomes active and it stays grayed and you can't click on it, nothing happens, there's a disconnect between your e-commerce website and your Facebook shop. So you'll want to go back to your settings and make sure that your API keys are right, your tokens are good and updated, and things like that. You don't have to manually edit any code when it comes to those two things. Usually it's just like a refresh button, or it will tell you where to go find a new API key on a different website or even your current website, and then you can always click refresh on that one, copy it, and then put it in the field where it wants you to update it to get the product syncing over. So if it's not connected and it's not syncing over, this action button will not highlight like it does when everything's working right, okay? So you need to go troubleshoot it somehow. And there's a lot of information on the internet too about troubleshooting. Just type in the keywords and the issues you're having in the search bar, and you should find a bunch of videos, articles, and forums for those that may have the same question as you, and you can kind of help try to troubleshoot your issue that way, or contact the customer support for your WooCommerce or your e-commerce website. So we've successfully added a decals collection. The visibility is public. Its order is that it's featured, so it'll show up at the top. And you hover over the information icon, it says the featured collection will always appear first in your shop. Now that we're back on the main shop page of the Facebook business page, we now see the collection up top here. It says decals, and then you see the product listed in the collection. So if you click on the product title name, then it will take you directly to the product page for all the details. You can share the collection as well. Then you can manage your catalog. It'll show you all of your products here. Up here it says advertise your product set. It says create a catalog sales ad campaign that automatically shows items for your store collection, all product set. And then off to the right, it's off screen, but it says add products. You can click on it to add a new product and add a localized product information. There's attributes. You show the availability, whether it's in stock, condition, brand, price, issues, and you can see any issues that are happening with your ads and with your Facebook page shop, especially what I call disciplinary issues here, which are policy violations. You can also filter by sets, so it automatically generates some, and then you can also create your own product set, and you just fill in the blanks and select the products that you want in that set. This is more like an if this then that kind of thing. If you have any questions, Click the Learn More to get the details about how to do this. Off to the left, you have a menu. It is cut off on the screen, but right now, as you see, products are selected. We can click on product sets and it shows you all your product sets. View filters if there's a filter available, and then you can click on this advertise product set to create an ad campaign for it. You also have the ability to duplicate a product set. So if it's not highlighted where you can, it's grayed out, then it will give you this bubble pop up saying that it can't be and why. Then off to the right of that, you'll see delete this product set, so you can just delete the ones that you're not using. Out to the left underneath configure, we were in the manage section. We can configure product data sources, and this shows you where your products are coming from. So see where it says initial product sync from WooCommerce, do not delete. So don't mess with any of this. So it gives you the status. Then it says here upload feed file to update. The manual feed updates are done by uploading a new feed file containing updated product information to catalog. And when this file is uploaded manually, it will update the products from that feed. Most times you're not going to have to worry about that, especially if your e-commerce website has the Facebook integration and sync. Then we're going to move to the events data sources. It's off to the left, and this is where you'll see your pixel ID. It will show you the diagnostics. It shows me that it is active by saying all good next to a green check mark. You can click on it, see more information. And again, you cannot change the pixel name. It shows you information about how your ad is doing. Learn more here to click on that link. Then off to the left menu under configure, we're going to go to settings. Shows the main catalog name. You can change the name of it. There's your notification settings. And this is your business manager account. One thing to note about the business manager account, if you connect it, you won't be able to find it in your shortcuts on the Facebook mobile app or off to the right in shortcuts on the desktop version of Facebook. It goes into its own manager, much like what you see here for the catalogs. So it becomes inconvenient at times if you do that. Otherwise, if you want to do it, it does give you additional features. It's a little complex, so if you're just starting off right now, don't worry about it, and don't connect to a business manager account. You set how the images are cropped for ads. And then there's your setting for selling on Facebook. You can click the Learn More link for more details. It shows you which page shop you're connected to. And then if you wanted to delete the entire catalog, you could come down here and click delete. Off to the side is collapse and just minimizes the left menu. Then out down at the bottom you'll see this green button here. Underneath the left menu it says create ad. So if you wanted to create an ad from this page, you're able to do so. Then to exit out of the catalog manager, you can click the Facebook icon on the far left of the gray bar. It'll take you to your news feed of your personal account. Just go back over to your page. Go back to shop settings, or go back to the shop. You can enter in a description about your shop and what you sell. And go back over to the shop, the catalogs manager, and then we can click on add products. It's to the right off your screen, but it's to the right of the advertised product set, so we're going to click on it and add a new product. So if you don't have an e-commerce website, that's okay. You can add products manually, and you can set up your shipping and payments and things like that without having an e-commerce website. It just makes it a little easier to advertise your products on multiple channels, sales channels, without having to do double, triple, and quadruple the work if you have multiple sales channels for your shop from your e-commerce site. And also, the more that you can get to integrate with each other and sync with each other, the less work it's going to be for you. But otherwise, you can just choose one sales channel, which is like this Facebook business page shop section, and just do your shop from there. That is perfectly okay. All this other is not needed, but if you do have it and that's what you want to do, then it would be a great thing for you to do. Less work on your part. So we're going to go ahead and add manually so I can show you the steps. If you have any questions, again, there's a Learn More link here you can click on to get details. And of course, they say here, recommended for less than 50 products or getting started with catalogs. So we have this selected and click next. So you have your typical product form here. Your image is going to be your product image. It gives you the requirements here, that's 600 by 600 pixels. The name is going to be your product title. Description is your product description. Content ID is like if you have a unique identifier or a SKU number for the content, you can put that in. SKU number is the barcode number on pre-ordered products that come shipped with barcodes and all, for those of you that are resellers. So you can add that in there to keep up with the inventory. And but if you're a handmade vendor or shop, you can add your own unique identifier so that you can easily track your handmade products that way. If you hover over the information icon, says Content ID is used to match products people have shown interest in with those in your catalog, so that you can run dynamic ads to retarget these people with the most relevant products. And again, if you want more details, click on Learn More about dynamic ads. This field also has an optional and gray next to it. That means you don't have to fill it out. So if you don't have a SKU number and you don't want to create a unique product identifier, then you can skip over this field. Then there's a website link here If you have a website where they can view more details about the product, and to buy the product, you can insert that product specific web address in this field. You set the price, currency, it's defaulted to USD because you're based in the US, and then you can set the price. And it also gives you tips along the way, so be sure to read the small prints to help you out. And then to the right is going to be a preview. So I just added our logo so as the product image, so you see in the preview how it shows up there. And this is where the product title shows. That's where the product description shows. Content ID, make up something. It does not show. Neither does the web address. This will become a clickable link, and it will take your customers over to its direct link on your website if you have one. Price. See how the price updates here? Click add. See, it's wanting a valid URL. Once it's uploaded and saved, it will show you the message, the product's TXT with your product name. We have TXTD test product was added to your catalog. You can go ahead and add another catalog or click done. That will show in your products list. Get back over to the main page, business page, go back to your shop, and you scroll down to see all products. You'll now see the manually added test product. Click on it and it will tell you the details, and of course you'll check out on website. Now if you don't have it to where it syncs up with your e-commerce website, you don't have an e-commerce website, but you have the options to sell just straight from Facebook. You have it connected to PayPal or Stripe or through Facebook Messenger. However, all your settings are set for that. Then I'm sure they won't force you into doing this, but just play around with it. And again, look for those learn mores and those information icons, and it'll give you more information there and details about how to do that. If not, then just do a quick internet search for your situation, and you should find somebody has a video or somebody's asked and discussed that in a forum or on a blog somewhere. So we're going to go to Manage Shop. I come down here to Products to see all my products. I don't want this one anymore. See, now I can select an individual product, or I can select them all. So I don't want this one anymore, but I can't click on it. So what happened was that I had to go delete all those catalogs and basically start the shop over from scratch. Because I have it connected to an e-commerce website, then everything that needs to be taken care of should go through the e-commerce website. So if you manually add a product on Facebook Shop, then you won't have any more control over it except to update it and edit the product listing on Facebook. It does not sync over to your e-commerce website, at least it didn't for WooCommerce, and I didn't have any control on Facebook or WooCommerce to be able to delete that manually added product. So I had to completely start all over. So my word of advice is to pick a lane and stay in it. So if you don't have an e-commerce website or one that will sync up to the Facebook shop, that's fine. You can still manually control everything on your Facebook page. But the moment you move to an e-commerce website, or you start off with an e-commerce website and you want all those integrations and syncing to happen, then you need to stay on the e-commerce website side and control all of your products and everything on your Facebook shop that way. Otherwise, you'll have to redo everything. But luckily, what happened was it was just on the Facebook side. So everything that I had on the WooCommerce side, like the decals you see here, were still on the WooCommerce site. So whenever I disconnected the Facebook page and the Pixel account and everything and just started over, with a new integration back to the page, then it imported just fine over to the Facebook shop. So we're back to square one. Just a little tidbit there. If you get stuck, just redo it. But if you don't have a WooCommerce site, like I said, that's okay. You'll be able to manually control everything, including adding and deleting products right from your shop manager on our catalogs manager through the shop by clicking your manage your catalog here. From your Facebook shop. So like I said, just pick a lane and stay in it. So unless you want to move over to an e-commerce site, and then so what you'll do is you'll set up your e-commerce site and basically do the duplicate work on that end, and then before you connect it to your Facebook shop on your business page, you want to delete everything off of your Facebook shop and just have a clean slate. You do all that again through your Manage Your Catalog button here, and then you'll import and sync through your e-commerce website integration, okay? And then you'll control everything through there, because once you integrate and you still have all of those products on your Facebook shop that you added manually before you got on with an e-commerce site, you won't be able to edit those. So you'd have to delete all of the catalogs because they'll move from one catalog to another, okay? So you just have to get rid of them all, okay? And the way you would do that, if I can get back over here to show you, they've changed this since I first used it, so bear with me. All right, so you'll see this product set. You go over to the left menu, it's off your screen here, but you see it's highlighted here, but it's under Manage, and we're in the Catalogs Manager, and you'll click on Product Sets, and you'll delete all of these. They'll still keep one, but then you go down and under the Configure section of the left menu, right here is highlighted, is the Settings. You'll scroll all the way down and click on Delete Catalog. That removes everything. A warning button will pop up and everything. It may look a little different if you're manual before you move over, but this is what will happen if you have already integrated your e-commerce website with your Facebook business page shop, and you'll have to start over, okay? So you'll lose everything. This will wipe everything out, your ads. It's just like what it says, okay? So definitely good to start manually, but you'll want to manually enter them into your new e-commerce site and then delete them from your Facebook shop and just start over, wipe out your shop, and then do the integration through your new e-commerce site and work your Facebook shop that way with your products. Don't do it the other way around. So that's where that is. Let's go back over. Alright, so we're back over to the shop. You'll see all your products. You click on them, click on checkout website if you have an e-commerce website. Otherwise, they'll give you checkout features according to the way you have your settings set, where they can check out on Facebook in various ways. But that's the way it would look on your e-commerce site. And that's pretty much the basics of your Facebook shop. So it can get a little touchy here and there, but when you're running manually, it's a lot easier doing it that way to control things on Facebook. But you know, if you have an e-commerce website and you do you set up your e-commerce website that way, then you set up your shop, it'd be easy for that way too. So it's pretty much forcing you to pick a lane and you to stay in it. So if you do any changes, you'll want to be very careful about how and when you do those changes, so you can get stuck in a pickle and then you'll just have to start all over. All right. This is the end of the overview for the Facebook business page shop section for individual products. So if you have any questions, again, a quick Google search will help you. I had to go over and look up how to get myself out of that pickle myself, and so that's what I did. It was just a quick Google search, and I just typed in deleting a product from Facebook shop. It's like, get me out of these weeds. And though I didn't get exactly what I was looking for, it did lead me into the direction that I needed to go to fix my little problem there with the manual setup and the integration with an e-commerce website. So it's always a helpful place to go when you're in a bind. And of course, you can find these forums too. People tend to have the same questions sometimes, and at least give you a good idea of what you may need to look at and try to troubleshoot to get what you want done. So anyway, I hope this video has helped you. Feel free to drop any comments, any takeaways that you may have, any tips and tricks too along the way that you have if you have experience with the Facebook shops. Drop them down in the comments section below this video, and then let everybody know. Share it. You know, if you know somebody needs some help too, feel free to share this video as well. Thank you very much, and I hope this serves you well.